I come in with a tech, born as a legend, jar as my weapon. I come in with a tech, born as a legend, jar as my weapon. I come in with a tech, born as a legend, jar as my weapon. I come in with a tech.
Afternoon, PooTube. Hope everyone's good. Now, Trilla was live this morning, and he was reviewing what looked to be a ex-Muslim going into reviewing people that are made out to be Muslim, or whatever, the, let's call them high profile internet Muslims or whatever. Now, like I said to Trilla or whatever on comments today, these people are not, do you know what I mean? These people are not real Muslims. And I've asked Trilla today on comments, do you actually know in real life, you know, actual real Muslims that are not put on a, you know, they're not going to a speaker's corner, or they're not putting themselves on a platform, on a stage or whatever, with a given narrative to run with and this, that and the other. Do you actually know, do you actually speak to, in day-to-day life, actual Muslims, actual practicing Muslims? Now, Trilla was saying, oh, you know, I don't think you speak to, you know, real Muslims or blah blah blah, whatever. He seems to be like doubtful of the Muslims that I've spoke to, and I'm talking thousands of Muslims over a long period of time or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've been to over 100 mosques. I audit mosques. Do you know what I mean? So I've spoke to fucking many. Now, there's a big difference between the people that Trilla's talked to with a narrative and in a setting or on a platform with a given narrative to push or whatever. There's a big difference between that and people just going about their fucking going through their Friday and then bumping into me and having open discussions or whatever about a multitude of things around Islam or whatever. Now, what catches a lot of people out, I've said this from fucking time or whatever, I know more than the average Muslim does about their own ideology. That much has been made very clear that anybody would have seen or whatever. You know what I mean? There's very good reasons why the Muslims around the situation which Trilla determines these people to be Muslim, there's like big differences or whatever. Now, like I say, when I'm at these mosques, and it's one of them, I'm not invading the situation and whatever. I've been invited to many mosques, and I will continue to be invited to many other mosques. Now, when you're doing mosque auditing, you can do it on your own terms, realistically. It's not like there's any competition, realistically, is there? People are quick to go, oh, go and stand outside a hotel. Right, okay. That's only going to get you so far. We're all aware of the situation now. Yeah, there's many hotels that are being used to house people that have come here through illegal methods. We get that. We're aware of that. Do you know what I mean? I like to dig a lot deeper to the root of the problem, and the root of the problem comes from the mosques. Now, obviously, it's not for everyone. Do you know what I mean? I can handle myself or whatever. Most times I can handle things just by de-escalating a situation and whatever. Has it boiled over now and again? Yeah, obviously there's going to be the odd occasion where things boil over. Has somebody tried to stab me in the face while at a mosque or whatever? Yeah, they have. Do you know what I mean? I can defend myself very well. So I get it, it's not for everyone. But yeah, the thing is, because I've spoke to so many and I've been to so many mosques, and I've said from day one, do you know what I mean, these no one situation is realistically the same. There's mosques all over the country, and there's different variations of how Islamified these mosques are. Some are more liberal than others or whatever. You can tell a lot by the way that the women dress, and you can tell a lot through the conversations that you can have or you can't have at these places with the followers of these particular mosques. Now, there is some which are just hate-filled mosques, which, as far as I'm concerned, need closing down. Do you know what I mean? If you're propagating hate and pushing your followers to commit acts of terrorism, yeah, you need to be shut down. Now, are they all like that? No, they're not. Do you know what I mean? Does that take away anything from the problem? No, it doesn't. The ideology of Islam is rotten, evil to its core. It promotes terrorism. It promotes the jihadi rape gangs. I'm sick of people saying, oh, grooming gangs. Grooming is something that you do to, to clean your pets and stuff like that or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's a very strange name to give it. I call it for what it is, jihadi rape gangs. And the big difference is, because Trilla was going on about priests again today, there's nothing literature-wise which would justify priests committing vile acts, whereas in Islam there's lots of justification to its followers to commit vile acts, and when that includes children, yeah, we need to question it. We need to be able to scratch beneath the surface and go over what's said. Now, it's not my fault that there seems to be a shortage of Muslims, converts or fucking otherwise, of people at which to discuss the 109 problematic verses alone. Do you know what I mean? Without even going into more depth or whatever. It's not my fault there's a shortage of Muslims which will quite happily jump on the internet and tell you how good it is and beg it Becca or go, oh, woohoo, Islam's climbing up the fucking whatever and it's gaining more following. She thinks it's great. Do you know what I mean? She ain't a real Muslim. She's a joker. And I just can't be arsed with these pretend Muslims or whatever, virtue signalling dickheads or whatever. I can't be arsed with cunts like that. You know what I mean? Not that they've not had opportunity, they have, and they've run away from it. At that point, yeah, you need to look to the actual ideology. There's no point being a fucking cheerleader for Islam, Trilla, with your pom-poms and all this shit or whatever, if you don't understand the ideology. Now, you could pick up the book and read the book. You could go over the 109 problematic verses, but you choose not to. And at that point, do you know what I mean? I can't take you seriously. That's the problem, Trilla. But do whatever you're going to do in it, regardless. I may well attach a couple of links to this video I am what I am on the internet, I am in real life. I don't do method acting. I don't act differently online to offline or vice versa. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is regardless. So I will drop a few links. I've got more hours of talking to Muslims than I guarantee that Trilla's put hours into the internet on all these different panels. And I've had some good discussions regardless, do you know what I mean? Whether you fucking like the content or you don't like the content. It is what it is, and I'm factually based. I don't just chat shit. I don't just come with opinions like Jupiter and labels. I come with facts and evidence. And people can either choose to acknowledge that and engage with that or not, or run away from it. And Trilla, you seem to be one of the people which will run away from it rather than engage with that. But that's your choice. Do you know what I mean? Right, enjoy, look after each other, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.